what is the vote by mail processing and what does it look like in Citrus County?
The security is most important about our vote by mail ballots. Inside this envelope that we have is a vote by mail ballot for the upcoming elections. Once you mail the vote by mail ballot back to us or drop it off at the Supervisor of Elections office, the process begins. First, the envelope is date stamped and your signature is verified by trained staff members who compare the signature with the signature on file. Remember, every vote by mail ballot must be signed by the voter. So this is a vote by mail ballot that we received back, and this vote by mail ballot does not have a signature. And since the ballot does not have a signature, we will contact the voter. We will get them a vote by mail cure affidavit and give them an option to show the proper ID. They will have 2 days until after the election to give us this information, and once they give us that information, their ballot will count. If they don't give us the information, the ballot will be rejected. Then we have a vote by mail ballot here that came back, and the vote by mail ballot is signed by the voter. We have date stamped it and checked it in, so this is a good vote by mail ballot, and the signature has been checked in our system, and so we will count this vote by mail ballot.
Should I worry about my ballot being rejected because of an issue with my signature?
Voters should update their signature with the Supervisor of Elections office anytime they feel their signature has changed.
And does your office really look at every signature on every ballot?
All and every signature must be verified by comparing the signature of the voter's vote by mail ballot with the signature on file with the Supervisor of Elections office.
What kind of training is required for signature matching?
All staff members, canvassing board members, and alternates must undergo a 2-hour signature matching course offered by the Florida Department of State within 6 months of performing signature matches.
What happens if my ballot is damaged upon receipt?
We do receive damaged ballots. Sometimes there's coffee spilled on them, water, damage from the Postal Service. And so when we get that ballot back, if we can read that ballot, we'll have it duplicated by the canvassing board. And if not, we will contact the voter and send them out a new ballot. So one of the new things that happens in our vote by mail request, now we require identifiers for the voter to complete when they get a vote by mail ballot request, and they are the Florida driver's license, Florida ID, or the last 4 of the social. And so that ensures that the request we got is from that voter. And when we receive that request, if they do it in writing, we will verify the signature that is from the voter himself. Some voters order a vote by mail ballot and then they bring it to the early vote site or election day, and we cancel that ballot and we put it in this envelope, and then we bring it back to the office and they can receive a new ballot. Some of the statistics on our vote by mail ballots, we can either vote by mail, early vote, or vote election day. And on the vote by mail ballots, it's about 30% of the voters vote by mail in Citrus County. And so we expect to have a high turnout for the 2024 general election.
What happens to my ballot after my signature is verified and accepted?
When the ballot is accepted, it is recorded into the voter's record, which prevents any further voting in the said election. So this is called a ballot tray form. We have received these vote by mail ballots back in. All the signatures have been verified, and they're in batches of 50. And then they get a batch form saying there's 150 ballots in here. And so this batch form will travel with these vote by mail ballots all the way through tabulation process. We will make sure that when we get the ballots out of the envelope, we have 150 ballots, and then we will count 150 ballots through the tabulation system, and then we will move those ballots right to the audit system to make sure we have 150 in the audit system. Everything has a chain of custody and tracking.
So the audit system you use, you do have 100% audit tracking of the ballots, is that correct?
100% of the number of ballots that I count in tabulation that I count in the audit system. What a lot of people don't understand is that we're mostly warehouse. We have, of course, we have our offices, but back here is our warehouse where we maintain all of our voting equipment, all of the supplies, and mostly like behind us, the cage behind us, that is our archive. And we have a requirement with the Florida statutes of archiving our election ballots and our election materials. And I think that's about 22 months. So everything is kept and ready to go for the archiving. Notice our boxes in our archive area, the white boxes, every white box in our office will only have voted ballots in it. The craft colored boxes carries other very important materials. Some of them are spoil ballots, and the others are signed, signature signed vote by mail ballot envelopes. So that's one of our rules here. Everything stays separated so we know exactly what it is and ready for the archive. Right here behind you we have another stack, and this stack is ready to go out, so we're prepared for that as well. We're getting ready, and we're all geared up for the 2024 elections. We have over here, we have green carts that we send to every polling location with all their supplies. And so this warehouse houses all the supplies for the poll worker training, the election training, and for the supplies that go out to early vote sites and election day.
What security measures do you have in place to guard against ballot tampering?
The vote by mail ballots are accepted by 2 or more staff members, and the Department of Homeland Security has completed a physical inspection of our office to analyze the property and provide standardized security protocols. We have security sensors, cameras, 2-factor authentication, badge access, security alarms, which provide immediate notification upon entry.
Why can voters trust their supervisor of elections?
Because we were elected by the people. I'm a constitutional officer. I was put here in charge of elections because they have confidence that I can run fair and transparent elections.
Florida Supervisors of Elections and I want you to know that you can have confidence in our elections. We work hard every day to protect the vote and earn your trust. Visit dos.fl.gov/elections to learn more.